Namaste. Today I'm going to read Volume 1, Book 2, Rudra Samhita, Part 2, Chapter 22, The Dalliance of Shiva and Shivani on the Himalayas in the Shiva Puran. Hariom Tatsat. Brahma said, once at the advent of clouds, Daksha's daughter said to Shiva, who was halting on the ridge of Kailasha mountain. Sati said, O Lord of Devas, O Shiva, my dear husband, please hear my words and do accordingly, O bestower of honor. The most unbearable season of the advent of clouds has arrived, with clusters of clouds of diverse hues and their music reverberating in the sky and the various quarters. The speedy gusts of wind, scattering sprays of water mingled with nectarine drops from the kadamba flowers, captivate the heart as they blow, whose mind will not be agitated by the loud and forceful rumblings of the clouds that release a heavy downpour and have the beams of lightning for their ensign. Covered by the clouds, neither the sun nor the moon is visible. Even the day appears like the night, and it distresses those who are separated from their lovers. O Shiva, tossed about by the gust of wind, the clouds do not remain steady in any place. They rumble and appear as if they would fall on the heads of the people. Huge trees struck down by the wind appear to dance in the sky, terrifying the cowards and delighting the lover, O Shiva. Flocks of cranes above the clouds, glossy and blue, like the coryllium, shine like foams on the surface of Yamuna. During the close of the night, the circle of lightning appears like the blazing submarine fire in the ocean. Odd-eyed Shiva, here even in the courtyards of the temples, plants grow. Need I mention the growth of plants elsewhere? With the clusters of clouds dark, silvery and red in color clinging to the Mandara mountain peak, Himalaya appears as the ocean of milk with birds of diverse colors. Unrivaled splendor has resorted to the Kimsuka flowers devoid of odor. As Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, abandons good people and resorts to the crooked, whether of high or low birth, the peacocks are delighted at the sound of the cloud over the Mandara mountain. Their gleeful cackles and outstretched tails indicate the incessant pleasure of their heart. The sweet and delightful sounds of the Kartaka birds that are fond of clouds fall upon the wayfarers like the arrows of rain showers, causing incessant pain. See the wickedness perpetrated by the clouds on my body. They are pelting it with hailstones, but they cover and protect the peacocks and katakas, who are their followers. On seeing the distress of peacocks and deer from even their friend sun, the swans go even to the distant Manasa lake on the top of the mountain. On this troublesome time, even crows and kakora birds build their nest. But you don't. Without a home, how will you be happy? O Pinaka Bhaira Shiva, let not the great fear originating from clouds befall us. Hence, endeavor for a residence. Do not delay. Heed my words. O bull-emblemed God, either in Kailasa, or in the Himalayas, or in Mahakashi, on the earth you make a befitting habitation. Brahma said, thus advised by Sati, frequently Shiva laughed, provoking a smile from the moon on his head by way of its beams. Then the high-souled Lord Shiva, who knew all the principles, spoke to Sati with a smile, breaking his lips asunder and consoling her. Shiva said, O my beloved woman, beautiful woman, O my beloved beautiful woman, clouds will not reach the place where I have to make an abode for you. O comely lass, even in the rainy seasons, the clouds move about in the side ridges alone of the Himalayas. O gentle lady, the clouds usually come only up to the foot of Kailasha. They never go above it. The clouds never go above the mountain Sumeru, the clouds Puskara, Avartaka, etc. reach the foot of Jambu and return. Of these mountains I have mentioned, you can choose one for residence as you desire. Please tell me quickly where you wish to reside. On the Himalayan mountains, songs exciting your curiosity and enthusiastic gaiety shall be sung by clusters and swarms of bees with sweet humming sounds as they play about as they please. On that mountain, at the time when you wish to sport about, the Siddha women will gaily offer you a seat on the jewel-studded platform and gladly present you with fruits and other gifts. The daughters of the king of serpents, the mountain damsels, the Naga ladies, and the Turanga Muktis will assist you in their excited flutter in congratulating you. Seeing your face of unequaled splendor and beauty and your body of uncommon lustre, the celestial ladies there, despising their own beauty and lacking an interest in their own qualities, will begin to stare at you with winkless eyes. Minaka, the wife of the king of mountains, famous in the three worlds for her beauty and good qualities, will delight you very much through words of entreaties. The honorable ladies of Himalaya's harem will cause immense pleasure to your gracious self. They will impart your useful instruction, though you need none, with pleasure every day. O beloved, do you wish to go to the Himalayas, the king of mountains, wherein there is spring forever, which abounds in hedges and grows, where the cuckoos coo in diverse pleasing ways, and which contains many lakes filled with cool water and hundreds of lotuses. It is of full grassy plains and trees that yield everything one desires, and hence on a par with kalpa trees, you can see plenty of flowers, horses, elephants, and cows there. There in the Himalayas, even the beasts of prey are calm. It is the abode of many sages and ascetics. It is an abode of devas, and many dare move about in it. It shines with ramparts of crystals, gold and silver. It is lustrous with the lakes, Manasa and others. It abounds in buds and full-blown lotuses with golden stalks, studded with gems. Crocodiles, sharks, and tortoises abound in the lakes. O goddess of devas, there are many beautiful blue lotuses emitting sweet fragrance on the banks there, and many grasslands, small and big trees, and the saffron flowers increasing the fragrance of the waters with which the lakes are full. The apricot tree seems to dance with their oscillating branches. They seem to be fanning the self-born god of love. They are sarasa birds and the intoxicated Chakravaka birds, heightening its beauty. The different parts of the mountain Meru seem to be echoing the pleasing sweet sounds of bees, etc., which cause the incitement of love of the guardians of the quarters, viz. Indra, Kubera, Yama, Varuna, Agni, Nirti, Marut, wind, and the Supreme Lord, Isa. Heaven, the abode of the Devas, is stationed on the summits of the Meru, wherein the cities of the guardians of the quarters are also situated. They are brilliant, beautiful, celestial damsels. Ramba, Sachi, Minaka, and others heighten their glory. Do you wish to sport about on the great mountain, which is very beautiful and which appears to contain the essence of all mountains? There the Queen Sachi, attended by her chaperons and celestial damsels, will assist you always. Or do you wish to have an abode in my own Kailasha, the great mountain, affording shelter to the good and enhancing in beauty by the luminous city of Kubera? O beautiful lady, tell me quickly, where do you wish to stay among these places, whether in Kailasha, which is pure and holy by virtue of the river Ganga, lustrous like the full moon, or in the beautiful mountain Meru, wherein the maidens of the sages recite and chant hymns in the caves and ridges, or in places full of various deer and hundreds of lotus lakes. I shall make arrangements for your residence, Brahma said. When Shiva said thus, Sati slowly told Lord Shiva, revealing her desire. Sati said, I wish to stay only on the Himalayas along with you. You please make arrangements for residence on that mountain at once. Brahma said on hearing her words, Shiva was fascinated and he went to the summit of the Himalayas along with her. He reached the beautiful summit where the Siddha ladies resided, which could not be reached by birds and which shone with lakes and forests. The top was of variegated colors as of various gems, embellished by lotuses of diverse forms, shapes, and lustre. Shiva, in the company of Sati, reached that top which shone like the rising sun. On the top of the mountain near the city of Himalaya, Shiva sported about for a long time in the company of Sati. It was a very beautiful place which abounded in crystalline clouds. It shone with grassy plains and plenty of trees. There were various flowers in abundance. It had many lakes. The boughs of the full-blown and blossom trees were surrounded by humming bees. Lotuses and blue lilies were in full bloom. Different kinds of birds flew there, such as Chakravaka, Kadamba, swans, geese, the intoxicated saras, cranes, the peacocks, etc. The sweet note of the male cuckoo reverberated there. Many kinds of semi-divine beings, the Ashvamukhas, the Siddhas, the Apsaras, the Guyakas, etc., roamed there. The womenfolk, the Vidyadharis, the Kinaris, and the mountain lasses played about here and there. The celestial damsels played on their lutes, tamburs, and drums and danced with enthusiasm. Thus the top of the mountain abounded in beautiful women, beautiful lakes, fragrant flowers, and groves of full-blown flowers. In that heaven-like spot, Shiva sported about with Sati for 10,000 years, according to divine calculation. Shiva went from place to place. Sometimes he went to the top of Meru, wherein gods and goddesses reside. He went to different continents, parks, and forests on the earth. After visiting the different places, he returned home and lived with Sati. Shiva found place and pleasure only with Sati, He found no pleasure in sacrifices or the Vedas or penances. Day and night, Sati stared into the face of Shiva, and he, the great Lord, stared into the face of Sati. Thus, by their mutual association, Kali and Shiva nurtured the tree of love, sprinkling it with waters of emotion. Footnotes. (277) Badavamuka, variously called Badavanala, Ayurva, etc., is a submarine fire represented as a flame with a horse's head. According to Puranic mythology, it devours all things, including the gods, asuras, and rakshasas, at the dissolution of the universe. (278) Pinakadhark. It is the name of Shiva derived from wielding staff, bow, or trident. 279. Minaka or Meena. She is the wife of Himavat and mother of Parvati and Ganga, and of a son named Menaka. 280. Kalpa Vriksha, one of the 5 trees of Indra's paradise, fabled to fulfill all desires and other 4 beings. 281. Reference is to Indra, Kubera, Yama, Varuna, Agni, Nirti, Vayu, and Ishana, who are the lords of 8 quarters. 282. Ramba, Sachi, Minaka, etc. are the heavenly nymphs famous for their personal charms. They are skillful in winning over the minds even of the ascetics practicing hard austerities. Reference is to Alaka, also called Vasudhara, Vasustali, and Prabha, which is the capital of Kubera and the abode of Gandharvas, Guyakas, Yakshas, etc. Right. 284. The Siddhas are a class of semi-divine beings of great purity and holiness, said to be thousands in number. The horse-faced Kinnaras and the Guyakas are a class of demigods who are attendants of Kubera and reside in the Himalayan caverns, guarding his wealth. Here ends today's reading of the Shiva Puran. Om Hari Om Tat Sat.